All right, now we want to go over the classic weekly section. So let's move forward to there. We got our weekly section here, the weekly review. So you're going to start with doing this once a week. I like to do this on Sunday nights. Sunday nights I find is just a good time to like get distraction free. Set aside like 20 minutes to an hour, depending on how long it takes you to plan out your week, and just go over reviewing last week. You're going to start with 5 things that went well last week. And again, like all the times that we're going over things that went well, it doesn't really do you that much good if you just write them down and forget about them. So as you're writing them down, just take a moment to really appreciate those things and take a second in your life to be like, wow, that was great. That really was a great part. Either something you accomplished or just something you experienced or something that just made you smile. Just big wins, you want to just be able to remember those things. And then how I'll improve, we worded this one intentionally just like the how I'll improve part of the daily section where you're taking little baby steps every day. Look at on sort of a little bit more of a macro level. In the past week, were there any trends or things that you could do a little bit better so that if you try this next week, you're going to see some improvements in your life? And then just getting in the habit of doing that where you're not focusing on the negative, you're not like beating yourself up for not getting something done, but you're instead looking at like small improvements that you can make. Those add up over time, so you're going to start to see like some pretty big improvements in your life. So that's the review section. Now, planning your upcoming week is this section, and we're going to start here with in 4 different areas of your life, things that you're going to do to make your week great. Oh, and I forgot it. Like, give me examples. Yeah, cool, Mike. Great. Thanks for showing these sections. Give us some examples. So here we go. Here's some examples. So, you can fill this out into great detail or just like one thing for each section, but ultimately these are implementation intentions. And so there's research showing that people who thought about a specific time and date and what they're going to do were significantly more likely to follow through and do that. So you can even put like get a massage on Thursday, do a cake giveaway contest for my customers by email on Wednesday. So you can just put in specific dates here, and then you can kind of schedule it in your monthly section or go and put it in your priorities in your daily section. But ultimately, we want to just be looking at the different areas of our life and how we can make it better, because if we don't do it intentionally, they usually don't happen. So it's just a good habit to get into. Even if you're not doing this every single week, try doing it. You missed it last week, pick it back up this week, and just see what kind of improvements in your life happen from your relationships to your work life to your relationships, etc. I said relationships there twice, didn't I? Yeah. All right, cool. Well, I was thinking about friends and family relationship, and the second one was intimate relationships. So that's where my brain's at. Where's your brain at? Anyway, let's move forward. So we got I'm looking forward to. And again, this is just building a habit of positive anticipation, looking forward to things in your life and getting excited about what's coming up in your life. And again, we're deriving satisfaction from the things in our life that have yet to come, and that I mentioned this in the daily section, but there's research that shows we can get actually more satisfaction out of planning and looking forward to something than we can out of actually doing the thing itself. So people who plan their vacations oftentimes get more satisfaction out of planning their vacation in detail than they actually get from doing the vacation itself. So build this habit and you'll start to see your outlook improving and your just day-to-day satisfaction and fulfillment going up. Habits that you're focusing on developing, pretty straightforward. I have room for 2 habits here. It shouldn't ever be more than 2 habits because habits are really hard to develop and they really need your focus. And also feel free to skip the second line and just have one. If you have just one habit that you're focusing on, totally cool and very understandable. Learn something new. This is just a really good habit to get into, speaking of habits, but it's just constantly be learning, keeping your brain active, giving yourself new challenges, opening up yourself to new perspectives and opening your horizons, for lack of a better term, is just a really good habit to get into, and it'll keep your mind sharp and keep you feeling kind of like the best person that you can be, the best version of yourself, because you're constantly having yourself grow and learn more. Passion project is so that we're not always focused on our work stuff. So this is something that's going to be personally satisfying for you, like a hobby. This can be like, gardening or like building a shed in your backyard or working on an antique car, doing some painting, whatever is exciting for you. This is kind of what you're focusing on here for your passion project. And that's going to bring us over to projects. Now, this is where you're going to plan out your work week, and you want to start with like your top 4 projects and then build out the subtasks for each of those. What are the steps that need to happen in order to complete the overall goal that you have? And then take those goals and fill them into your top goals for this week. Now, you're going to take these subtasks. These are going to go directly into your priority section in the daily section so that you're making sure that you're working on these because you're kind of reverse engineering your goals in this section, and then you're setting yourself up to get those things done on a daily basis in the daily section. So that is it for your weekly review. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. And hey, if you're getting some value out of using your Panda Planner, if you could do me a favor and just share it with a friend, it would mean a lot to me. Not like actually give them the planner, but maybe just share the message with them that you're using this product and you're enjoying it. Our goal is to help as many people as possible with our scientifically designed tools and strategies. So the more that we can spread the word, the better. We're a really small company, so trying to compete with the other planner, the big boys in the industry, is not always easy. So we really rely on word of mouth and people like you to help us spread the word. So I'd appreciate it, and thanks so much. Talk to you soon.